Well, here we are in beautiful San Pete County. Again, this
here
is the third trip for Toyman Television to the Rat Fink Reunion, source of all things Rat Fink.
Exactly. I've been doing this for years.
She's from here.
Exactly.
She's lived
Rat
here,
Fink is huge.
Her whole life. And well, everybody down here knows Rat Fink. They actually have Rat Fink painted on all of the emergency vehicles.
They do.
The fire department trucks and so on all have Rat Finks painted on them. Rat Fink is very big in this part of the world. Logically so, because this was the home of Big Daddy Ed Roth, who painted the Rat Fink and is the reason for the Rat Fink Reunion being down here in the first place.
Right.
At any rate, that's how we met.
Yeah.
I've been coming to the Rat Fink Reunion ever since, as you know, I was sort of forced into
early retirement.
I was canned. No, I was laid off at retirement age, and what happens at that point is you're retired, whether you want to be or not.
That's
and
right.
So that gave me the opportunity to come to the Rat Fink Reunion, which I'd always wanted to do, but could never fit it into my schedule. And suddenly, my calendar was just open, very open, and so I came to the Rat Fink Reunion, and I shot that, of course, for the channel. And if you haven't watched the first two Rat Fink reunions, shame on you. You need to go back and check those.
Watch them.
But see, one of those shows got linked to her channel because she covered the Rat Fink Reunion on her YouTube channel.
Right.
The two were right there together in the search engine. She saw my movie, I saw her movie. We subscribed to each other's channels. You should always subscribe when you like a thing. And well, now we're engaged to be married, and that's coming up here in a few weeks,
yes,
really. And that will be a Toyman show, and should be a gas. So anyway, let's get on down to Manti, just down the road here, to the Rat Fink Reunion, and check that baby out, because it's always a lot of fun. So this is where they hold the Rat Fink Reunion every year. This is the home of the now departed Big Daddy Ed Roth and his wife Ileen. Now this is what brought Karen and I together, is this huge mural, and of course the Rat Fink Reunion. Ileen printed this mural, and Karen walked the distance of it, videotaping it for her channel, as you see. And she uploaded that, and her video got linked to my video, and we subscribed to each other's channel, and well, the rest is history. So I guess you could say Rat Fink brought us together. So for the last 2 years, I've entered a Mustang in the car show, the white one and the blue one, but this year Karen and I have a red one. This is BDX number 5, bought it from a friend of mine. I had BDX 9, he had BDX 5, and he raced it. They were built by Barber Driving Experience, a driving school in California. So we bagged this one, and we've been fixing it up, and we entered it in the car show this year. It's really a cool car. These were built by my friend Alan Crockett. Also on display this year was Fritz Shetnick's Roswell Rod, inspired by the cars of Big Daddy Ed Roth. Well, it looks very Rothian. It's a totally unique design, simply inspired by Ed's work. Ileen and Ed are a little offended when people go around duplicating Ed's work, and they're much happier to see people using it as a jumping off point to come up with their own cool designs. This year there were quite a few factory restorations, that is to say a straight-up restoration back to factory original condition. I love this kind of thing. Check out this beautiful 67 Camaro and these Model A's. This is the Utah Valley Model A Club. There's a couple of Model T's in the club as well. Utah Valley has always been kind of a hotbed of antique collecting and restoration. Some good clubs have come out of Utah Valley. And this is Dan Quarnstrom. He's here with his book finally on the market, Joyride Flat Out. I bagged a copy. And it would not be the Rat Fink Reunion if it didn't have a world-class collection of hot rods. Classic, all-American, wonderful hot rods. Check these babies out. If you read Dan Quarnstrom's book, you'll get the whole backstory and history on how hot rods came to America. But they are truly uniquely American, and boy, are they just flat cool. It's also a pretty interesting story how the Rat Fink and the flaming eyeballs and winged eyeballs and pinstripes and all of that sort of thing ended up getting painted on hot rods. Kind of a unique car culture that came out post-war, and well, it all just kind of comes together in one goofy, fun art form. So perhaps the best part of the Rat Fink Reunion is the Rat Fink artists who are attracted from all over the country, and they come here to specifically paint on people's cars and sell their wares and stuff. So here they are at the Rat Fink Reunion, back plying their trade, turning out their cool trash cans and toilet seats, and the ultimate goal, which is to paint on people's cars. So one of the cool things you can do here is come just to buy some of this cool art that these guys are selling. Or you can get some custom artwork painted onto your favorite ride, even if it's not a hot rod, although it's funner if it is. Now, this year, Snow College in Ephraim, just up from Manti, where the Rat Fink Reunion is held, was dedicating their new art gallery, and they did that by kicking off with an exhibition of Big Daddy's art, with a smattering of other people's work, including Von Dutch thrown in for good measure. You sort of have to wonder if Big Daddy ever thought he would be displayed in a college art gallery, but well, anyway, here he is, and frankly, I think it's incredibly appropriate. A classic example of the high art of screwing around. Now, this thing is called a rat rod. Rat rods have been around forever, but man, have they become popular these days. The goal with a rat rod is to just really throw together something weird and unusual and, frankly, beat the crap looking. Some kind of real junkyard dog refugee from a scrap bin. This year there were dozens of these things, and that's because dozens and dozens of these things are being built. They've just really become amazingly popular, and it's easy to see why. They're just fun.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Was
It's always fun to do the
What?
Rat Fink Reunion, even when it rains like it did this year.
It's a rat fink.
It's a Rat Fink, but it didn't rain on the car show. And so that was good because everybody had their cars all shiny, including us.
Oh, of course.
We had our car in there, this time
Right.
red.
Yes.
And so that's just kind of cool and fun that we were able to
Absolutely.
do that. And It's Rat Fink.
It's Rat
We really enjoy it. And when we get married here in a few weeks, Rat Fink will be at the wedding, and
Yes,
so
he
will you.
Yes.
You're invited here on the
Yes.
channel, and
Absolutely.
you can see how it works out to have Rat Fink at the wedding. We're not sure how that's going to work. Well, if you haven't been over to the channel, get on over to the channel. You can click on the little blue rocket ship logo just off screen over here, and that'll take you to the channel. We're in the 80s now. I think this is like movie 84.
Something like that. It's
That's
getting close
something.
to 100.
We're getting close to 100.
That's the big one.
That's the biggie. Then we'll have a big party. So that will be a lot of fun. And of course, you should subscribe. Just click on the little blue button that's popping in right now, right down in here. It says subscribe. Click on it. Now you're
Right there
subscribed.
you are.
Piece of cake.
Exactly.
Well, we're not sure how you found this movie on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring.
No, nope.
And we will see you here again in 1 week with some more significant screwing around. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.